A couple of weeks ago, I had some work done on my face, and I sent a picture to my daughter, and about a week later, and she said, "Mommy, I can't get past the bruises." In February of 1988, I had a broken leg. I was being evicted. I was losing my job. Of course, I was on crutches. I was a battered woman. And it wasn't that it was all happening, it was that it was all happening again. And I woke up, I don't know, I landed in some apartment in Brooklyn, I don't even know how I got there, with my daughter, and which happened a lot. I blacked out on her all the time. And there was a bar, and the bottles were there, and for some reason, I just didn't drink. I called my battered woman's therapist, and she said to me, "Mary, you have to go away. You have to go to rehab." And my daughter overheard me. She said, "Mommy, you can't go away because you're all that I have." At that moment, it was my moment of clarity. My soul dropped to my toes, and I decided that I was going to do whatever I had to do to get sober and to be a mother. And to be a mother. Because that's all I ever wanted, was to be a good mother. I read all the books. I did all the classes when I was pregnant, but I drank when I was pregnant, and I was incapable of being there. Do you know how that makes you feel? I mean, that's the worst shame of anything. Leaving your baby in a crib to go to the liquor store, or I'm not going to go on. But I got sober. I did what I was told, and I got sober, and she went to meetings with me, and now it's almost 29 years later, and my daughter, and I've done a lot of work on myself, and my daughter tells me she can't get past the bruises. And it occurred to me when I saw them, it just flashed through my mind, you know, Mary, it's not bruises from a 70s pimp or an 80s boyfriend. They're just bruises. And I told Deirdre, I said, you know what, honey? I said, actually not at that moment, the next day. I said, honey, you need to work through your stuff. You're 38 years old. You need to get a shrink and work through your old stuff. I did. That's what I love the most, freedom from shame.